Corpbiz.
Hello everyone, this is Yash Saxena and you are watching Corpbiz. In this video, we are going to talk about the guest house registration. In India, the Ministry of Tourism has implemented a voluntary scheme for guest house registration or guest house approval to standardize the accommodation of budget hotels for both domestic and international tourists. The goal of this scheme is to ensure good, clean, fair, sanitary and upgraded facilities and practices in a large number of unregulated accommodation units that spring up in towns and cities. Such policies may not only increase hotel accommodations in a budget category but also creates job and revenue for state. A guest house is also known as an in-law suite because it is ideal for hosting visitors. It is also known by several regional colloquialisms including cottages, casitas, flats and tiny houses. If you are thinking about starting a guest house business in India, you may believe that it would be a simple way to make extra money each month. Short-term rentals, on the other hand, can be profitable also. There are some vital points to be kept in mind when starting a guest house business in India. First is management. Second, you should be able to fulfill guest needs. And third is the reputation. Other than this, there are some mandatory requirements to open a guest house. First, minimum 6 lettable rooms with proper ventilation and 6 meters approach road for ambulance or taxi. The road width of minimum 6 meters wouldn't be mandatory in those cities where guest house on road width of less than 6 meters are allowed as per local rules or bylaws. 25% of the rooms should have heating or air conditioning facilities. Western toilets, segregated wet and dry garbage disposal system should be available, reception facility with a telephone, sufficient lighting, shelves, screening on all windows, wardrobe or opaque curtains. The minimum size of the guest house room should be 120 square feet for a double bed, or for a single bedroom the minimum size should be 80 square feet. The minimum size of the bathroom should be 30 square feet for a double room, and for a single bedroom it should be 20 square feet. Fire and emergency measures, facility for sufficient parking space, pest control of house, kitchen, guest rooms, staff facilities and back areas to be done regularly. CCTV in public areas along with data backup is compulsory. Safekeeping facilities at the reception, tie up with the nearby hospital or doctor on call facility are some of it. So vital documents required for guest house registration are as follows. Documents submitted by the guest house applying for approval are name of the guest house, a detailed postal address of guest house along with contact details such as fax, email address or telephone number, patch, name and address of the owners or promoters along with the statement on their business antecedents, details of the site, distance in kilometers from railway station and the airport, located on state or national highway, distance from the city center or downtown or shopping area, etc. Documents that specify the guest house details, area of the guest house in square meters, public areas details along with size in square feet, restaurants, utilities, shop, health, club, lobby or lounge bar, business center, etc. are some of it. Eco-friendly practices that they maintain, security related features, copy of land or property use permission to run guest house from respective authority or registration from the local authorities, facility of power backup, that is generators, details of the firefighting measures and hydrants, title owned or leased with the proofs of sale and lease deed, details of energy saving and water conservation and other initiatives, documents regarding status of the promoter or owner. In the case of private or public limited company, submit memorandum of association and articles of association. If proprietary concern, full name, address of the proprietor and certificate of registration to be submitted. Location of the guest house along with the postal address. If partnership, a proof of partnership deed and certificate of registration is required. Certificates or no objection certificates required are certificate or license from the municipality or corporation to state that the establishment is registered as guest house with the clearance by the respective authority to the establishment on a sanitary or hygienic point of view. NOC concerning the firefighting arrangements from the fire service department, money changers license if any, and any other clearance or license from any local authority. Bar license if required as per the local laws and regulations, public liability insurance, certificate or license from the concerned police department authorizing the running of a guest house, segregation of areas for smoking and non-smoking under the rules. If approved earlier, a proof of the earlier approval certificate that is issued by the Ministry of Tourism, sanctioned building plans or occupancy certificates, are some of it. Now let's discuss the steps to get this approval. Step 1 is filling of the form. First, you have to fill the application form for the guest house registration. or guest house approval. In case of a new user, you will have to get registered on the official website. Here at Corpbiz, our expert will fill out the registration form with all the details such as name, address, PIN code, contact number, type of guest house, owner's status, contact persons, etc. Next is you have to upload the documents. After filling the application form for the guest house registration, you will have to submit the required documents as told earlier. The uploaded documents that are received from the applicant after examination in all respect would be acknowledged online. Step 3. Payment. In this step, the applicant needs to pay the application fee. Step 4. Inspection. Upon receipt of the application complete in all aspects, the guest house will be inspected by HRACC, Hotel and Restaurant Approval and Classification Committee. Step 5. Issuance of certificate. The HRACC would inspect the establishment at any time without any notice, before as the guest house is expected to maintain the vital standards at all times. The committee would request that its member be held overnight to examine the level of services. Guest house registration certificate will be issued under the signatures of the respective regional director, subject to the approval of the respective authorities. Guest house seeking approval must apply 3 months before the current period of the approval expires. Any changes to the management plans for the guest house must be reported to the HRACC, Government of India. The guest house registration certificate would be valid for 5 years from the date of issuance of the orders. In the case of reapproval from the expiry date of the previous approval, provided that the application of registration was received within the suggested time frame, along with all the required documents. So, this was all about the topic, and for more such content, keep watching Corpbiz. This is Yash Saxena signing off.